Harvard Business Review came out with a study that revealed what employees today would like, and that's a praise to criticism ratio of about 5 to 1. In other words, for every one piece of constructive criticism, the average employee would like to have 5 positive comments. Well, 5.6 to be exact. Additional research reveals that this number increases with Generation Y. Now that's any employee who was born between 1981 and the year 2000. But Generation Y, which now represents about 50% of the world's workforce, wants a ratio of 7 to 1, an even higher number. A lot of leaders that I coach say to me, really, Brenda, 5 or 7 compliments to every one piece of constructive feedback? That's a lot. I don't think I can do that. And what I say in response is this. If an employee came to you and said, boss, I will work so hard for you. I'm going to stay late at night. I will come in early. I will crawl over cut glass to support you, this team, this company. I will do all that you need me to do. In return, I just ask for one thing, a steak dinner once a week. Would you do it? I know I would, because the cost-benefit ratio is excellent. That would be a tremendous return on investment. So here's the thing. That steak dinner is the same as those 5 to 7 compliments. Recognition is what employees want. And instead of having to shell out money every week for a nice steak dinner, giving praise to someone doesn't have to cost you anything. It's free. And it will bring you fantastic results. All you have to do is give 5 to 7 pieces of authentic and positive feedback for every one constructive comment of improvement that you share. Now, if this still seems hard to you as a leader of others, here's something that might help. There is a difference between a compliment and an acknowledgement, but they both count towards those 5 to 7 positive inputs. So let me explain. A compliment is specific feedback around someone's behavior. For example, you might say, I really like the way you started our meeting yesterday. You kicked off with a good introduction. You were very engaging and you guided everyone through the agenda very well. You handled dissenting viewpoints nicely and you ended the meeting on time too. That's a compliment. Very specific feedback about what somebody did. An acknowledgement is different. Let's say someone has not delivered what you'd hoped, but you know they tried very hard and they put in a lot of effort. They stayed late, they did what they needed to try to achieve the goal, but it still didn't work out. In that situation, you can acknowledge them because acknowledgement is about their way of being. In such a case, you could say something like, I know the project didn't turn out exactly as we'd hoped. I really appreciate, though, that you stayed late at night to get the work done and that you showed a lot of devotion to the project. I also appreciate the time, the energy, and the passion you put into this. That is an acknowledgement. It's feedback on the person's attitude and overall demeanor. So think of it this way. Compliments are feedback around doing, while acknowledgements are feedback around being. So instead of only focusing on someone's behaviors, the tangible results of what was achieved, you can also focus on how the person's overall attitude and demeanor made a difference to the atmosphere of the organization. I really do encourage you to try this out. Watch how many times you give whatever form of recognition and make sure it's at least 5 compliments and/or acknowledgments every day. They're free, they don't cost you anything. Yet compliments and acknowledgments can bring a big shift in morale of your team members, and they can therefore improve productivity. So keep track and see how it goes. I think you'll see a big difference in the outcomes. I look forward to hearing from you.